Under one of my latest Eve videos, I got another recommendation. So let's check out Eve with Leo. Oh, that's a slow Eve song. I think I never heard such a slow Eve song. It's not one of these fast tempo Eve songs. It's really slow, and that's how they also approach the animation here, which is super interesting. So at first, of course, the color palette. We are only using these gray colors, not more, and it's still a really sketchy style, so it has something really artistic to it. Like if you just draw a sketch on your notebook. And we see that the animation is also really subtle. But I really like the smoke animation. That is super detailed with all of these different shapes flowing into each other. Yeah, it's really calm. And that's also what the video is showing with this really slow smoke animation, which is made really well. I think it's always super hard to animate smoke so slow with all of these different shapes that are in there so that it's still convincible. Really cool animation here of this. It's kind of like a smoke creature, or it's moving like it's in the water. It is really flowy from one side to another, doing some really nice shapes. But on the other hand, sometimes super spiky, and then it's looking like a bouncing ball. Like here, this is a classic bouncing ball arcs. Really nice turnaround that this creature is doing. It's almost like a dance, which really fits to the music too. And then it's just disappearing. Great special effect animation here. Look at all of these different shapes and how they are interacting with each other. And they are still having this volume and this motion in it. Really cool when the music is getting more instruments to it, then also more elements in the video are appearing together. Like at first we have this ocean with these waves, and above all of this is this character where we at first only see the hands really moving in a really sensitive and subtle way. Like that's really elegant. I really bet that they used references for that. Like all of these subtle movements you are not doing from scratch. You are using a video reference. Also a really strong look here. Just look in the eyes of this character. How much emotion already is in here. That is crazy. And I think also it's really interesting how these shapes are disappearing. He's just becoming a complete nonsense pile of scratches and pen strokes. And now we are focusing more on this fantasy creature again. These are some really cool animations here, like how this creature is becoming this special shape, which is, it's some liquid. It's maybe like a little ocean It's kind of like when you are filling water into a wine glass. That's this kind of animation. Also cool how it transforms into this flower thing and then opens suddenly. And I really like the animation of this character in the background. So here you can really see that you don't need to have perfect lines everywhere. That it's sometimes even better to just scratch it, and the movement is the most important thing and not the correct line work. Also great drawn feet and shoes with this little action as well. Yeah, that's a water drop animation. Classic FX 101. Here are the different shapes of how the water falls down and how it moves. And that's the exact same reference as here. Okay, that's cool with having this noise in the music and also these sound waves in the animation here. That's an interesting part. That makes everything a little bit uncomfortable. So what's going to happen here? That's a really cool animation here. Also really nice with all of these movements. It's like the camera is on a trail through all of these characters. It's in a constant movement. And I really like this animation when the woman is sneaking backwards to this character and putting their fingers in front of his view. It's like, guess who I am? I have to say here I concentrated way too much on the walk movement because this has so much weight to it. That is crazy how well this is animated and how the weight is delivered. Wow, that was cool. That was super fast. So all the time we had this really elegant, nice, flowy movement. We can see everything clearly. It's not too fast. It's all super smooth. And then we are getting this really fast movement from here and making a complete turn up to here. It's almost like he's using the golden ratio as a reference here. We are getting this supported by the music with this siren or alarm in the music too. Okay, that is some crazy Eve stuff again, with all of these eyes in this moon kind of thing. But what I would like to highlight here is how this moon is shaped, like how it gets created, with two sides coming out and then going together in a kind of heart shape. And here's now a face in it with this big fingers and hand guarding over someone or wanting to grab someone. Because what's going on here, there's like a really fast cut with a big transition where we are switching super fast, all of these strokes going down. Here we are having a really detailed eye for only 2 frames and then going back, and what we are seeing is this completely distorted planet with these eyes all over it. And then starting to crack up, and there's coming this liquid out of it too. Maybe this is the relationship, how it cracks and kind of breaks at some point between these two characters? Or maybe I'm interpreting that much into it. Does he have a hole in his heart? It kind of is something like that. It's a dark round shape in it. But again, this weight of how he slides over his shirt. Ooh, these are some monster vibes with this jaw really opening so much like from a wild animal. He's also doing that. This is some undefinable shape. Like, look at this expression. That expression is so cool. And then we are switching to this person who's also screaming. Ooh, that hair animation when she was shaking her head. That was so nice. And how the hair is slightly moving after the main movement is already done. Nice secondary action and overlapping. This is some really cool stuff here with the smoke forming this shape of the face, or actually 2 faces. This actually looks a little bit like Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga art style. This kind of has some Sukuna vibes here. Or also Yoshitaka Amano. Yoshitaka Amano is usually known for his work on the Final Fantasy franchise. Or Vampire Hunter D also. Also some really expressive works of him. Look at these eyes. They are really looking like these eyes at the beginning. Ooh. That's almost like an explosion or a whirlwind here. Like a tornado. With another shaped jaw here. Look at that. And it's all disappearing. Really strong Eve video again. But this is something completely different from this anime fast-paced videos that we seen so often from him. This is something way more artistic and way more slow and way more sensitive music and music video. Way more artistic too, with a lot of hidden elements and stories in it. That's something where you really have to think about. When you enjoyed this Eve video reaction, check out more Eve video reactions here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel here. And then I will see you at the next video. Bye!